John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're doing a review demo of the Green Russian Big Muff by Electro-Harmonix. Tell you all about this pedal, this classic, new classic, old school, new classic, reissue, whatever you want to call it, after I tell you about how we're recording it. This is my weird baritone guitar. It started life as a PV Omniac, believe it or not. I put in a left-handed bridge, another pickup, some DiMarzios, a B bender, and a baritone neck, so it's barely recognizable. Anyway, running that directly into the Electro-Harmonix, and then that's going into a Fender Supersonic amp. We're powering the Electro-Harmonix with a Voodoo Labs pedal power, and we're miking the Fender Supersonic with a Royer R121 that's going to an Apogee Quartet and into Pro Tools. And we're about like 1.5 feet off the speaker, kind of give it a more kind of open, roomy sound. In the clean channel with the bass down a little bit because this bad boy is pretty bassy. A little later on I'll give you a Les Paul so you can hear what it sounds like that, and a Telecaster so you can get all the different colors of the rainbow. So the good people at Electro-Harmonix are giving us a reissue of one of the most coveted, sought after Big Muffs in all guitardom. So they've done an excellent job of capturing it, including the old school, I guess you'd call it olive drab or army green color. 3 controls, couldn't be easier. You've got volume, which goes from everything from a whisper to all hell's breaking loose. We're going to be running somewhere in between. The reason I've chosen a baritone for this is because Big Muffs are actually great on a bass as well as a guitar. I'm not going to play bass on it because I'm a terrible bass player, but you get the idea here. Sounds pretty great with this. Other ingredients include sustain, which is just really your dirty fuzzness. And again, dial that down, it's going to be a little more subtle. Let me give you our just bass tone of clear in, straight in. You know, it's nothing wrong with that, a little twang-alicious. But add this, even with the sustain all the way down, you have a nice, just kind of subtle fuzz. Pretty cool. It's almost like that Spirit in the Sky kind of thing. Come on. Anyway, we'll explore that a little bit later, but it gets from subtle to just filthy. And right here they've got tone, which is great because some fuzz pedals I find are a little high-endy and ice-picky, and this can give you that if that's your jam, although you don't want that all the time. So if I dime it up there, it's going to be pretty high-endy. Let's see. A little more fuzz. And there's that ice pick in the eardrum tone I was talking about. Bring it back a little bit. It's just a gigantic mud ball. I love it. So great to have those options. Bring it all the way down. And what I love about this pedal is you really do have those classic old school weirdo tones. That's what I liked about music in the 60s and 70s. People really experimented. They'd get a pedal and they would try it, you know, in the most obnoxious way. And it was awesome. They weren't really judging themselves so much. They were just kind of trying whatever. Love that. I digress. Let's tell about this pedal even more. So the upgrades from the original Big Muff are pretty obvious. Number one, you get batteries or DC power. I like that. Also, it's tiny. This is just a normal pedal size, very pedal board friendly, where real estate is of a premium. They shrunk this down, which is great. I guess, you know, back in the 60s or 70s, people didn't care. Sure, make it gigantic. I don't care. I've only got one pedal. It can be as big as you want. But that's a way better size. And, you know, it seems like a lot cleaner run, like a quieter run than the old ones, which is great, meaning you're not getting all that hiss and whatever. Now, we've heard it with this weirdo baritone. Let's go ahead and try it with some P90s. Okay, now this is my all-stock 54 Les Paul. Now let's hear this bad boy in there with everything flat. Here's your bass tone. Kind of wimpy. Now let's unleash hell. Man, right? That sounds huge. And a very usable fuzz. It's not like, I mean, that's dirty as hell, but not too much, I don't think. Now let's dial that back a little bit and add some of that high end, because it's, to me, very dark. I like it, not complaining, just stating the facts. Let's try this. Little high-endy. Man, that is a great rock and roll tone. And just for shiz and giz, let's go all the way up into nasty land. Okay, that's so dirty, it doesn't matter what you play. It all sounds like a sonic chainsaw. Okay, let's try one more flavor of pickups. Okay, now we're in Humbucker Land, and here's our bass tone without the pedal. Again, nothing wrong with that, kind of sweet, but let's make it not so sweet. Engage Big Muff. Now again, if I rolled that back, let's try it with just a little less dirt. Interesting, it almost sounds like a cocked wah. It gives you these weird tones. And again, it's wherever you want to dial it. But that's, wait a second. Anyway, that, I'm sure with enough patience and time, you could dial in any weirdo fuzz or overdrive you want to. So those are the basic details of this bad boy, the Green Russian by Electro-Harmonix. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook. check out the PG site, go to our Instagram, all that social media stuff. We're all over there with hours of guitar geekery. This is John Bolger. Till next time.
Don't forget to sign up for PG Perks, your all-access pass to exclusive gear giveaways and discounts on PremierGuitar.com.